Hi, I'm Malik Mercier, a 19-year-old journalism major at Ithaca College, here today to talk to you about why voting is so important. Voting is really important to me because I feel like I get the opportunity to give my voice and let myself be heard. And I think that in this day and age where I really want to tell stories of our generation, which by the way has been really advocating for policy over party, I think it's super important that we show that we're plugged in. And I think voting is a great way to do that. I also feel like so many people fought for the right to vote, and the best way we can honor it is to exercise it. It's important for young people to show up at the polls because we need adults to listen to us. And I think that's something that's starting to happen more because we're showing how engaged we are in society. And so I feel like if we really show up, we can really not only make our voices heard, but ensure that young people are taken more seriously in the world, that our activism is taken more seriously, that we're more than just talk, we're more than just a school club that cares about equality, for instance, but that we're real people that show up in numbers and that want to make sure that the people in office not only represent us, but care about us. Having covered the March for Our Lives and the Road to Change, the start of that nationwide tour for the summer in Chicago, I think I really got to see how much gun violence is affecting and plaguing not just schools, but random communities in our country like the South Side of Chicago. And so gun violence is definitely something that's going to be on my mind, and the safety of myself and my peers will definitely be something I'm thinking about as I look for who to vote for and when I'm casting my ballot. And so I think those are really two issues. And then also I've been really thinking about gender equality lately. Toxic masculinity is not okay, and I think that that's definitely something I'll be thinking about too. Going back to gun violence, when I was just starting my first summer job as a daycare counselor, it was like a junior counselor in high school, and we had like really little kids, and we went one day to the park with them, which was super close to the daycare, and shots just rang out, and it was the scariest thing, one of the scariest moments of my life, where I really did not know if I would be like protecting a kid from a bullet. I was really like only 13 at that time, so I was really scared, and you just saw people running, and it was just super chaotic, and like using like playground jungle gyms and things to save children's lives was just something that really has always stayed with me, and knowing that that day could have turned tragic for so many, especially including myself. I might not be here today had something happened to me that day, so that's definitely an issue, going back to gun violence, that really makes me think about it more, and yeah, it's definitely something that I'll have on my mind. I think no matter what side you're on any issue, as a young person, it's so important because we're in this as a generation together. And no matter what you think about certain issues, it's important that you show up, because showing up is the easiest thing you can do. It's just a way to make sure that you get yourself and your voice heard no matter what. It goes in, and I think it's really important that no matter what you really think about the voter system, that you get registered and that you really show up. It's just really important. 2 minutes is all it takes. Register to vote at vote.dosomething.org. I'm Malik Mercier, my voice, my vote. Let's do this.